Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Growing Up Blue, where I post weekly vlogs about my Australian cattle dog puppies Rocket and Bindi and take you along on our training journey and puppy adventures. Let me tell you, it has been a crazy couple of weeks. So we brought home Bindi on November 28th. I cannot believe that it has already been 3 weeks. Like, where did the time go? So let me be honest with you guys. They say that having 2 healers is easier than having just one, and I'm still waiting for that to happen. I'm just kidding, it's been great so far. Even though it has been absolutely insane, it's been great. I think that Bindi is probably the greatest thing to have happened to Rocket so far. I mean, you can just tell that he already loves her and protects her. He honestly keeps track of her and doesn't want to take his eyes off of her. Like when she's eating, he's just kind of sitting there watching. When she's sleeping, he's just kind of sitting there watching. And it's honestly really cute. I think too that he is just so concerned about missing any opportunity to play because that is what they love to do. I'm pretty sure if they were given the opportunity, they would just play all the time, all day long, all night long, non-stop until they probably like fell asleep from exhaustion. But we kind of have to, when they're getting maybe a little bit too rough, just be like, hey, time out, Rocket, stop biting her. She doesn't want to be bothered right now, because he just wants to play so much and she wants to play too, but you can tell when they're kind of getting crabby because they do need a nap. And also Rocket is so much bigger than Bindi, so like right now I am a little bit concerned that he might not realize how much bigger he is and maybe like run at her to full force. I don't want her to get hurt, but as she's growing, of course, I'm not gonna like worry about that much because she'll be able to like catch up in size. Bindi currently weighs 12 pounds and a week and a half ago she weighed 8 pounds. So she's doing pretty good for herself. I think that she might be a little bit bigger than Rocket was at this age even, which is kind of scary to think about because he's pretty huge. Both Rocket and Bindi are on the same food, which is Purina Pro Plan Puppy Lamb and Rice formula, and they both really seem to enjoy it, but to be honest, I'm pretty sure if you put any kind of food or treat in front of them, they would enjoy it. But I did notice that the food that Bindi was on before was making her super bloated, and she just didn't look that like happy or healthy. But as soon as we switched to this Purina Pro Plan Puppy Lamb formula, she was like walking around more and she just didn't look like she was about to explode all the time. And it's exciting to see Bindi grow in just 3 weeks that we've had her. She's starting to look like less of a little hot dog walking around and more of a little cattle dog walking around. I know already that this video is going to be probably a bit longer than what I normally release, but there's just been a lot that has happened and is happening in the past 3 weeks. For Rocket and Bindi, it's kind of been a little roller coaster of excitement and emotions, and realizing for Bindi that you're in your forever home, and then realizing for Rocket that he has a little puppy sibling that is not a chew toy, but that he can play with all the time. We've been feeding them separately, but there were a few days where we kind of had to force Rocket to eat. He just would get so distracted watching her, and like we would feed them in different rooms, but he would just be like, hey, what's she doing over there? Is she getting more food? Can we play? So we had to really make sure that he was eating normally, and it was kind of a shocker because he loves food, you know, but he was just so like involved in everything that Bindi was doing. And then of course there's also the whole thing of balancing how much time they're spending with each other versus how much time they're spending with us, because you want them to get along and be together, but you also don't want them to, you know, like gang up against you and like the humans in the pack. So you want to make sure that you're spending individual time with the dogs as well. I think that that has definitely been the hardest part of this whole thing, has been the juggling of time and like working from home but training, and then giving them some independent time but then also working with them together and then separate. So now with the holidays coming up and a little bit of time off of work, we're going to do like a 10-day doggy boot camp, and we're basically going to really focus on training individually and together, and also going on lots of walks and just kind of get him into shape, because you know Rocket was doing really well and he's still doing really well. He's such a great dog, but he has kind of like backtracked a little bit just because when he sees Bindi maybe misbehaving, they pick up on each other so much where he kind of forgets some of his training, and listening. And same thing with Bindi, she doesn't know anything yet, so we really want to be able to spend that time and get her up to like where Rocket is at. To help us with managing our little cattle dog pack, we installed some new gates in the house. We did have gates here before, as you probably saw in other videos, but this time these have doors. Yes, you heard that right, these have doors, so we're no longer tripping and falling over the gates all the times. Plus, we made it now so that Rocket has family room privileges. So now he can go in the family room and spend some time there while Bindi is getting some independent kitchen time. And we also made this little area right here with some of the old gates so that if for some reason like Rocket and Bindi were just really misbehaving, but I had to set down Bindi real quick and couldn't carry her, I could just put her in this gate, and she kind of likes it in there. She gets to play with toys by herself and Rocket's not always like biting at her to play. And she has a cozy blanket / snuffle mat in there too. So potty training Bindi has kind of been a challenge so far. Some people say that potty training for female dogs is harder than for male dogs, which I've kind of seen in the difference between Rocket's and Bindi's potty training. She's getting better at walking to the door and knowing where to go potty, but then when she gets there, she doesn't understand yet to ring the doggy doorbell or to bark or like scratch at the door or make any kind of noise. So you kind of have to have your eyes on her all the time. So basically the rule for us has been if she's eating a Kong, or if she's playing and laying down and then she stands up, that's the sign that she has to go out right away. She is a pro though at going outside by herself and going potty, especially with the colder weather. Sometimes it is nice to just open the door and be like, Bindi, go potty. And then she'll just walk out to her little potty area, go potty, and then come right back inside, which is very nice. Rocket, on the other hand, is a bit needier and he doesn't always go outside unless you are standing there watching him go pee. Bindi has also been progressing very fast with making it through the night, and for the past couple of nights she's only had to go out like once or twice. With all of the training, I think that the biggest thing that I need to remember is that she is only 11 weeks old and Rocket is 6 months old. So there's clearly an age gap there, and she really is already so smart for her age. She knows sit no problem and will definitely listen for treats as rewards. We are working on come, and she is slowly but surely getting the hang of stay. She isn't really grasping the concept of down or lay down or high five or shake, which are two of Rocket's specialties. But with high five and shake, I think that might just be where she is at developmentally, and she might just not realize how to exactly control her paws yet to like give a high five or give a shake. It has been a mix of going absolutely crazy and then sleeping for these two, which is kind of how I've been feeling as well. I've been going crazy and then needing sleep. They'll be wrestling hard and playing hard, and then all of a sudden they'll just be exhausted and be sleeping hard. And Rocket is Bindi's little protector dog. Now Rocket used to sleep on this side of the kitchen table, but recently he's moved over and is sleeping on this side in front of Bindi's crate. We've actually put a rug there because he was just sleeping on the hard floor because we didn't have a rug there to begin with, and so we put one there and he loves sleeping in front of there. And Bindi loves her crate. She'll just go in there when she gets tired and just lay down for a little snooze, or she'll even just go in there and play with some of her toys when she needs a little bit relaxation or just a little bit of soft chewing playtime on her own. Now Rocket was never really a fan of his crate, but it's been so cool to see already how they're learning from each other, which could mean trouble for us in the future if they both learn to like team up and be little evil doggies together. But it's been really cool because Rocket has actually started to go and lay down in his crate for nap time too. He'll start in front of Bindi's crate on the rug and then just slowly make his way over and lay in his. We kind of have a joke, like if he's in the crate, don't look at it, don't talk about it, don't think about it, or else Rocket will know and then he'll get out. So it's really great that he is spending some time in there. And Bindi, of course, has been learning from Rocket. For example, Rocket goes outside and when there's snow on the deck, he licks the snow off the deck. So Bindi thinks that that's a pretty good treat as well. We've been going on walks together, and at this age, I think that Bindi has more confidence than Rocket did. I think that a lot of that probably has to do that she's watching and seeing Rocket walk, and she's like, okay, he's walking, and if he's okay and he heard this loud garbage truck, then I'm okay too. So it is cool to see. Now it probably is helpful that she is just in nature a mischievous puppy and a bit of a troublemaker, but she is gaining confidence with, of course, her personality starting to shine through. And look at her go with that little harness on. That's all for today. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. Oh, we got a tired puppy. While you're at it, make sure to turn on the notification bell to stay up to date on all things growing up blue and never miss a vlog about Rocket and little Bindi here. And leave me a comment down below. I go through and read all of them and respond to you guys, so let me know. Do you have any tips for me for juggling 2 puppies? Have you trained your puppies together? Do you train them separately? Let me know. I am very curious. And also, do you guys have any good treat recommendations that will last a while? You know, we normally do the bully sticks and the Kongs and the cheese sticks, as you've seen in other videos, but I kind of feel like they need another bit of variety in their lives, and something that will last long is very helpful. Also, if you guys have not already checked it out, I just posted a video of us bringing home Bindi. It's super cute, so make sure you watch it right here. Thank you for watching, and thank you so much to the new wave of subscribers that just came through. Oops. I really appreciate you all and love knowing that you guys are on this crazy journey with me. Happy holidays, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye!